Welcome to the Visually Logical podcast, where you'll learn how to use Logic Pro with the Apple built-in screen reader, Voiceover. Our host is Antonio De Lillis.
Hello everybody, we're back. Welcome back to another tutorial. Very quick one, I promise. I want to show you, so you are working on a mix, okay? But you don't have a clue on frequency balance, if your mix is balanced or not. And because we don't have access to a spectrum analyzer, we need to rely on our ears. What if, though, we are not sure? What are the strategies? I'm going to show you one. So first things first, let's listen to the mix I'm working on at the moment. And it goes like this. I'll play more later, but this is the effect that I want to achieve. So this is the reference track. I will solo it and play it.
Toggle channel strip.
Right, so as you can hear, my mix is duller, pretty much in the in the entire low frequencies, okay, low mids, subs, etc., etc. So how do I make it better quickly?
Out of mixer.
I go to the mixer.
In verb clean vocals.
Let me show you what I got.
Audio
there.
drums.
I got drums.
Bass. Drums.
With lots of tracks in it.
Cymbal room. Hi-hat. Kick. Overhead. Reverse.
Etc. etc.
Bass.
Bass with DI and amplifier.
Guitars. Synths and
guitars. Lots of guitars. I'm gonna show
guitars.
you.
Lead guitar.
I got the
lead GTRL.
And for the lead I got a few.
Lead guitars.
Blah, blah, blah.
Rhythm guitars.
Rhythm guitars. Lead
guitars. Guitars.
So in total, I got 46 tracks in this project, okay?
Master stereo.
What I've done so far, simply, I've just leveled the vocals with some automations, really. And yeah, faders and some panning. And then I've compared with the reference track.
Stereo out.
To do something quickly in terms of achieving a good balance frequency curve.
Set A off. Channel mode. Audio.
I'm going to go in the stereo out.
Audio plugin.
And I'm going to use
blank for recent SSL 8PI 500 Match EQ.
Match EQ. If you don't know where to find it,
small sound amps and
go down.
Delay, distortion, dynamic EQ.
In EQ or EQ.
EQ channel.
Via right for the visually impaired.
Linear feed Match EQ.
And Match EQ. Return. There.
Stereo out.
Because I want to do something quickly, guys. Let me show you what to do quickly.
Toolbar bypass default.
To achieve best results.
Sidechain none.
In the sidechain.
Menu to
via space.
Bus.
Go to audio.
Input. Audio.
Assuming that you got the reference track loaded into Logic.
Audio. Bass audio 59. Reference same track. Audio 58.
That's my reference. Via space there.
Audio 58 table.
Now, why we put it in the sidechain is pretty simple. And it goes like this. You can use it without. But if you put in the sidechain, it will constantly keep having a look at the reference track and adjusting dynamically the curve. So it won't be perfect yet, but better than without. But I don't hear a huge amount of difference, so you can use it even without if you don't, have a reference track available there. Another thing quickly.
Match EQ. Link and match tape mat link controls. Compare next previous audio 58 sidechain default preset.
If you want to use some presets, via space there.
Surround match EQ. Stereo delete.
There are
stereo match EQ.
Some stereo match already pre-made for you.
Stereo match EQ. Alternative 01.
If you go all the way down to the bottom.
Rock 05.
You got some rock, so you can either use this one.
Default.
But yeah, I'll show you how to do it nonetheless. So, assuming you got a reference track like I do.
Table.
Go to the table.
In table.
Go all the way down to the bottom.
Current material.
VO end. If you're on a laptop keyboard, VO, FN, right arrow.
Current material actions.
Current material actions is what you got at the bottom.
Current
And if I go VO left,
reference actions.
reference actions. Leave that by default, it's fine. Unless you, for example, let me show you.
Menu tick.
I have VO space there.
Tick. Generate reference spectrum from audio file ellipsis.
So you use this one if you got an audio file sitting in your Finder, all right?
Load reference spectrum from setting file ellipsis.
If you give us reference settings which you can save from here,
Paste reference spectrum.
you can paste.
Copy reference spectrum.
You can copy it,
Clear reference spectrum.
etc. Right? So I will
Reference-
leave it by default.
Select
But these are the things that are more important. If we go VO left,
current material learn. Unticked.
current material learn, and that's the thing that I'm gonna use later.
Reference material learn. Unticked.
Reference material learn unticked. So I will tick VO space.
Tick.
The next thing you want to do is to solo the track, the reference track, and play it. We're gonna listen to 3 sections, and I'll be quiet from now. I will solo the track and play it.
Toggle channel strip solo off. Stereo out. Reference same track. Toggle channel strip solo on.
Schlag gegen deine Fassade und dein erster Riss. Zeig mir endlich, wer du wirklich bist. Was ist die Lösung, nach der du greifst? Was ist Hoffnung, die in dir kreist?
Toggle channel strip solo.
Okay, so for best results, everybody, click Learn Reference Track and then play the entire project. But you know, we don't need to do it here. It's just an example. So next thing you want to do,
Current material learn. Unticked.
you click here,
Tick.
Current Material Learn. By clicking this one, if you notice,
Reference material learn. Unticked.
it unticks the reference track. So what you want to do is to play the same part in your project. So I've unsoloed the reference track and muted it. So what we're gonna listen to now is, let's call it my mix. Coming. and stop. Now,
Stereo out. Table into.
sorry, I accidentally moved away from the Match EQ. So if we now go to the top, sorry, the bottom first.
Current material.
Here,
Reference actions.
yeah.
Select channel. Current material learn. Tick.
Let me untick this one.
Unticked.
Yeah.
Reference material learn. Unticked.
Okay, and then let me move quickly to the top of this table.
Chat map and analyzer. Tick.
Analyzer ticked. We want to click on the magic button,
Analyzer position.
which is match. So I'm doing the right.
Hide other channels. Analyzer top phase. Match. Unticked.
So let me tick this one.
Tick.
And now he's matching. Actually, it has matched my mix with the reference. Let's have a listen.
32 bypass.
So that's with the Q on.
Unticked.
Not so I'm removing the bypass, the plugin. Now wait. So all of a sudden you can hear that the low frequencies are adjusted, controlled, and there's more space in the mids. There's a slight boost in the highs. Let's listen to the second part. Without, and now with. Without. And that's better.
63.
Let's check the part with all those drops.
76.
That's with, and I'm bypassing the plugin now.
Unticked. 74 bar.
Let's listen to that part with the plugin on.
Tick.
Not a bad job at all. Not a bad job.
Reference same track.
Let's compare it with the reference track. Reference on.
Toggle channel strips over.
That's my mix.
Toggle channel strip solo 1. Toggle.
So, all in all, quickly, that's a pretty decent job. Let's listen to
Left.
the first part here. That's my mix. Now we switch to the reference track now.
Toggle channel strip solo 1. Toggle channel strip. Toggle.
So, my mix is still a little duller, but all in all, it's way better with the plugin. And once this is done and you've done the most of the EQ is there and you're happy with the Match EQ, you can do a few more things. Number one,
Table. Into analyzer.
you can
Hide other channels.
use
Analyze phase. Match. Apply amount. +1.
the apply amount. Now it's
100%.
at 100%.
66.7%.
Sorry, 67%.
Channel link. Smoothing. 4.0. 50%.
And the smoothing, yeah, because maybe sometimes the curve is too extreme, for example, so you want it less or a little more, etc., etc. And thing number two, well, you can go into the individual channels, like for example the overheads are not as pronounced as in the reference track, so I will probably go there and do something. Kick and bass still a little dull, so probably I will do something between those, maybe chain the bass with a kick, blah blah blah, control some maybe around 40, maybe 80 hertz, somewhere around there, 60 or whatever. there you go. So I hope it was helpful. And until next time, guys, yes, we can do it, guys. Either you're sighted or not, we can produce, make music, mix. So have a good one. Bye.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast. We hope you found our content insightful and thought-provoking. Before we go, we'd like to thank all our listeners for their invaluable support. If you enjoyed our podcast and want to contribute to its growth, please consider making a donation via PayPal to delilisantonio@gmail.com. That's D for Delta, E for Echo, L for Lima, I for India, L for Lima, L for Lima, I for India, S for Sierra, A for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, O for Oscar, N for November, I for India, O for Oscar @gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.